All right, what is up, good folks? Two sides of the coin back in this piece. We got Stania
What
all
up, Nie G?
from the bridge. Then you got Nie G here from the Fayette County
From
slash.
the Ville, from the Ville.
Right, and I know it's been a minute since we last been here, but we are back and we got a lot to discuss. What's up, Stania?
What's up, Nie G? Nie G in the house. How's it going?
It's going good, going good. Been watching these playoffs. Right now, we got the Knicks game on versus the Spurs. And girl, they been cutting up in the first half. The Knicks been getting kind of physical. As y'all know, it was a lot of talk because Wimby kind of did a little push off, a little gave him a little nudge to Jalen Brunson, and it wasn't called a flagrant, no call at all. So now it looks like the Knicks are kind of retaliating in this game. What's going on, Stania?
Well, I'm gonna pause on that because we ain't gonna discuss that right now. We've been having some good things going up in the W as
Oh,
well as college basketball. But I want to go a different direction right now because I want to talk some real talk. Real talk. So as you probably heard, as well as others, about the gerrymandering in the southern states, and now they're bringing this into sports. So my question would be: do you think, as the question had been posed, that the NAACP should involve student athletes into their protests against the southern states? So, and I'm not saying physical protests going out there with your picket signs. I'm just talking about, student athletes not taking scholarships from big time named prominent schools that's in the southern states like Alabama, LSU, Georgia. My school on the list, Texas. School, what are your thoughts about that?
so just to piggyback a little bit more on that, basically the NAACP is asking the black athletes to stop, going to these top schools that Stania just mentioned and go to HBCUs, basically due to the stripping of the Voting Rights Act and all of the things going on in the South states such as Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana. So I don't know if any of our viewers have heard of that. So just to give you a little bit more background on that, me personally, I'm with it. You know it. I'm with it because at some point we do have to take a stand. At some point it can't just always be about the nice talk and all this and that. Sometimes you have to do action and to show them we mean business. Right now, you rarely see Howard University FAMU on ESPN. But if we start getting five-star athletes on these teams, it's going to bring more money, more attention to the HBCUs. And then instead of all that money going $20 million ESPN paying to UGA or LSU, that might go to Howard. That might go to FAMU and a whole bunch of other Spelman. Who never knows, So I'm in agreement that as black athletes, we have the power. Like we have so much power. So why not use that for our own good, for our own communities, and in order to speak out against what's going on? Like we can't just always keep sports and politics separate. Like we go through real stuff each and every day, and maybe this is one way we could take a stand to that. And I could see Stanaya got something to say. I could see it in her face. So what you got?
Well, I don't totally agree with you, but I
Oh,
don't totally
surprise.
disagree either. On a serious note, serious talk about it, um, I don't like the NAACP using sports to get the attention of the people. And I say that because I hear what you're saying, when we're going to take a stand. But it go a little bit deeper than that for me. I understand the mission and I understand where the thought process is going. However, I don't think the student athletes, although they have a voice and their voice can shake up some things, but let's think about those student athletes that does take these scholarships to the big name Power Five schools. You have Georgia, Alabama, you have LSU, you have Tennessee, you have Mississippi, you know, Texas. You have parents that struggle to put their kids through school. And when I'm saying struggle, I'm not talking about through college. I'm talking about through regular middle school, college, elementary, single parents, single black parents, and they're using a lot of their financial resources to put them into sports, hoping one day the money that they have invested in their child pays off to where they can get a scholarship to a school, where they can get into the pros. And unfortunate, we have to work harder than the next person. And when I'm saying that, I don't want to get into a color thing here, but fans, you know what I'm talking about. We have to work extra hard. And what we have is our talent. That's one thing that nobody can take away from us. So when you have a single mother or a family that's barely making ends meet and they have a child with the opportunity to go further beyond measures, then why take that opportunity away from him? Now, I heard Niji talk about, hey, Howard can get this, a family, you can get that. Unfortunately, they're not putting money into the HBCUs like that. And the HBCUs are not offering scholarship because they cannot financially. Now, do I think that black student athletes should go to those HBCUs? Absolutely. However, I look at the funding that these HBCU have or that they are not getting. So why penalize or punish the students to make a decision? What we need to do as a people is get up our behinds and go exercise the right to vote like our ancestors did not have, like our civil rights leader fought hard for us because our ancestors didn't have it. And then you have our civil rights leaders going out there, they fought and marched, paved the way for us to have the right to vote. And then we sit on our voices. So now the NAACP want to use the student athletes. But what about these people that are walking around every day like you, like myself, that want to complain, but then they don't go out there and vote. So I think it's the bigger picture. I don't think it all lies with our student athletes. I think it lies with us as a generation, as us with a cultural race, with us as individuals for standing up for what's right. Whether you're black, white, Hispanic, what have you, we have to stand up and be the voice for the American people, whether you white, red, white, blue, what have you. If we stand up for a nation, one nation under God, liberty, and justice, all those things, then we should be standing to eliminate discrimination, eliminate racism as a unit, because at some point everybody encounter racism, everybody encounter discrimination in some form of fashion. So I don't think they just need to put that weight, because that's a heavy burden for our young student athletes to have to carry on their shoulders. But whatever come down the line with it, I just hope the decision, since the decision is already out there through the vote, that we as the people stand up and realize we need to come together and do what's right.
first of all, I'm gonna inject a little energy into you. I need you to come a little bit more with it instead of just, first of all, I just anyway. So the right side about to put some.
Nie G, let me tell you something. I ain't gonna tell the people what time it is,
I
but
need
your
you
girl
to.
is on fumes, and hey,
You
I ain't got to always have the energy and the vibe to make sure
see
that
the
I get
right
it
side
right.
always gotta bring it. We gotta carry everything. See the
Well,
right.
that's why we two sides of the coin. I'm a chill, I'm laid back, I'm
Me
relaxing. You got
too.
to, yeah.
See. Well, you said a lot there. So I want to say I heard you. I receive it. Where you're saying, for the young single mother and the kid, if they have an opportunity to go to a big school and get their kid to the next level, they should take it. However, I believe that talent will travel. So if you really good, if you really got the talent, it'll follow you. That money will come, trust me. It's gonna come if you really that good. A second thing you said was about voting and that we should have the right to vote. Well, people vote. That's the very reason why the NAACP are calling this out because they're taking our rights away from voting. They know that it's powerful, but they're taking that right from us. So that's why we're standing up now. And yes, it is a heavy weight for student athletes to carry, but we're not saying all of this. We just want a little bit of this is just a start to it. And you want to hit them where the money, where the pocket is, because as soon as the NAACP threatened this, now you got every commissioner coming out, the SEC commissioner, lawmakers saying they don't want to do that. Don't start threatening it. Like they got a little scared there. Imagine if a five-star athlete, the number one recruit, came out and said, "You know what, Kirby? I'm not liking what's going on in Georgia. I'm going somewhere else." You don't think Kirby would probably feel obligated? Maybe we should start doing something about this. I
So let
mean,
me say this.
so I'm just saying.
Let me say this. Because one, you
Okay.
said several things. You said
Okay.
they have always already taken our vote.
Yeah.
But again, they wouldn't have taken our vote if we would have been out there to vote. Because we don't show up in record numbers. As I have said many times before, you see voting drives in what community? The black community. You don't ever see voting drives in white communities. So we as a race have taken a back seat. Now, since we have taken a back seat, we want to now put the weight on the student athletes to carry. Yes, there is a heavy burden to carry. We're thinking about I don't want to say our own selfish gain for that because it does help. It help one, help all. But again, yes, students can sit here and say, "Hey, no, I'm taking my votes. I'm taking my voice somewhere. I'm taking my talent somewhere else. I'm doing all those different things." You have to understand these schools. Yeah, they make money off of our talent. You said that if they talent, the talent will fall. As you recall, when you and I talked about this with Mike D, which by the way, we missing him tonight, but he'll be back with us. But we talked about him, and he said, "Hey, I was a student athlete. I played football. The guy on the football team with us, he was the best of the best coming out of his era as where he was. He opted to go to a HBCU. He had the talent, he had the skills, he had this, he had that, and lost his opportunity to get drafted because guess what? They wasn't coming looking at those HBCUs. Now, what you probably thinking, hey, if if they if they're there, they'll come. If the students are there, they'll come. That's potentially true, but as statistics have shown over and over again, they ain't coming out to those HBCUs like that. It's very, it's not often that they come look at those HBCU schools. So again, at the end of the day, These students got to find a way to survive. These parents got to find a way to help their child survive. You or me, none of us is sitting in a position to where their student athletes have to try to figure out things meal to meal, or that parent to where they're struggling to make ends meet. We can all say XYZ, but if the money is not being funded to those schools to provide opportunity for those student athletes to go to HBCUs, then again, don't put that weight and that stress on them. Now, again, I'm all for the NAACP holding their own, but I feel like they need to find another way to do it. There's too much weight on the students to carry.
What's the solution? If there's another way, what's the other way then?
Well, I'm not sitting here. I don't work for the NAACP, and I ain't trying to sit here and brainstorm the NAACP. But I'm just saying it's another way. They get paid, or they volunteer. You got people that sit on their board. That's their job to find another way. If I was working for the NAACP, I say, hey, let's brainstorm. We know what the problem is. Let's look at the solution. The solution is not to sit here and put that heavy burden on those student athletes. Now, again, like I said, I'm 50-50 torn with it, because I do feel like, hey, if we change some of the dynamics of this, things will change. But I'm 50-50 torn.
I mean, we just gonna have to be two sides of the coins. And I don't think sometimes you have to sacrifice to get what you want. Like, if you really even look at what I say, because I know we don't want to go back to the civil rights, but a lot of stuff that got
So
done.
you want to sacrifice. You want to sacrifice potentially. You want to sacrifice a student opportunity to change. And this is what I want to say. He might go to Georgia today. His platform comes when he get drafted. He have a bigger voice when he get drafted, because you know what? People follow star athletes.
Yeah.
So go ahead and get your education. Go ahead and get your free scholarship. Go ahead and get your NIL money. Take care of your family. When you get on that platform to where you can really make a difference, because you have the platform once you become that pro star athlete, make a difference. Don't just walk away and say, you know what, I got mine. Don't just walk away and say, I got mine at this point. Then this is when you really need to use your platform to make your voice to exercise your voice. So again, that's why I'm 50-50 torn with it. Because at the end of the day, you could say, I'm the student athlete, I'm putting the weight on my shoulder, and I'm going to Howard. Howard give me a scholarship, and you know what? I don't get drafted. I'm sitting in probably somebody corporate America, working for the man. But then again, I can go to Georgia, I can go to LSU, I can go to Florida, what have you, and get drafted to the NFL, the NBA, what have you. And then I can get up and say, you know what? No, we're going to make a difference. Because the younger generation follow their idol or their role model. These big athletes are their role model. Make that difference to where it's really going to count. That's all I got.
So what you got next for the next topic then?
What I got for the next, I'm looking at my girl Asia Wilson, how she putting up numbers. But we ain't gonna talk about the aces. But that's my girl. Well, I am gonna circle back and say, hey, Angel Reese is doing her thing in the ATL. She putting up numbers, doubles on pretty much any given nights. The Dreams are looking good. They're looking hot. They sitting in, I want to say, second place right now. Hey, I don't know about your girl Ryan Howard.
Well, you say
She
that
very
at the same
inconsistent.
time,
She
but at the,
she very inconsistent. However, Goggles is holding it down.
I'll say this. She did get player of the week the other week. So she got player of the week, had what, 36, 38 points to the game you went to. She's inconsistent, but man, if she could just find a way to just know her role, play through Alicia Gray, Angel Reese.
She trying to
I
do too much, man. That's your girl.
think she play on the Dream. So, but shout out to the Dream. They 7-3. I think it's we still got a lot to work on, chemistry wise, cause and the rotations as well. The
The
coach needs to
coach,
work.
man, come on, coach. I don't want to say he sucked, but he sucks. His rotations are off. I mean, you don't have he don't have a consistent chemistry coming in and out of the game. I mean, it's killing our flow and our dynamics.
Yeah. So, but having said that, he's 7-3. I give him credit for that. I'm loving what the Dream are doing, and maybe one day you'll see like a two sides of the coin from the Dream game. So we'll see.
She ain't gonna do nothing. She
So
ain't
we'll,
gonna do nothing.
yeah.
She
So
ain't gonna do nothing. She gonna sit here and like, Sanaya, Sanaya, what you doing down there? What's the score? FaceTime me. Shh,
that's
girl.
because she be dipping without me. That's why she be dipping. Like deuces, Niecy, I'm going to the Dream game.
Hey, I gotta go support the Dream. We born in the 404.
404.
The 404. 404.
Now with our last our segment while we got a few minutes so we could focus back on the Knicks as I was saying earlier. What do you
Before
think?
we go to the Knicks, hold on, hold up, hold up. Hey, y'all got to catch us. We're gonna be hitting it live when the Atlanta Falcons hit the training camp. We're gonna be there. We're gonna stream live. We will.
Ooh, A-Town represent. It's a lot going on in Atlanta this year. We got the FIFA World Cup coming. We got some major events coming with the Falcons. So you
Mhm.
might see us again at some high school basketball. So it's gonna be good.
I'm waiting on the FIFA World Cup. We'll have it in the ATL on Monday, the
June 15th.
15th, and then that Thursday, the 18th. So I tell you what, you better tune in because I will be glued to this tube looking at me some FIFA soccer.
Soccer, hey. Gotcha.
Now, let's talk about what's going on with these Knicks and Spurs. Man, I don't know what kind of basketball they playing.
Another flagrant was just called too on Wimby, by the way. So
I don't know what kind of basketball they playing, but they playing some basketball that would be. I wouldn't be surprised they have another couple of flagrants before this game over. But I told you, one day you shall listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Nie G, if
mm,
they allow them to play New York basketball, it's gonna be brutal for the Spurs. But the Spurs say, you know what, we ain't going down.
they brought the physicality back. I see with
We
the
done had on the first half. We done had what three? No, two flagrants,
hmm
and it ain't stopping yet. But hey, the Spurs were down 2-0. They came back the last game and had a little victory. Right now they playing a pretty good game. I'm going for the Spurs. I'm not dealing with the New York, although they've been 5 decades
New
and have not
York.
had a championship within the 5 decades. But they tied to a man that I can't talk about. So I can't. Yeah,
It's tough because I really want to see Mike Brown win. They both black head coaches, but I love Mike Brown. He's just such a good personality, good guy.
you
But then on the
love
other hand, I
you
would love to see
love Brown. Oh.
Mike Brown. Yes, Mike Brown.
Mike B.
So, and then I like Wimby on the other hand. So I really don't have a dog in this race. I just didn't want it. I'm just rooting for the Spurs tonight because I didn't want to see like a sweep or anything, a gentleman's sweep. So I wanted to go to 7 games and then whoever wins. So that's my thought. Like,
Oh, well, I don't want to go to 7 games.
yeah, game 7, the finals.
Nah,
That's gonna be lit.
I'd rather see the Spurs just go ahead and just take them on out. Um, Yeah, I ain't feeling the Knicks this year. And then the owner's best friends with the person that we can't talk about. They're right up. But then, okay, let's on a serious note. The Spurs won the other night. They played the game. Why do the New York fans have to jump on the Spurs fan? I mean, come on now. Is
Oh
it
yeah,
really
they
that
they went
serious?
around ripping the jerseys off Spurs.
I mean, that's crazy, man. And then the whole city pretty much almost got to shut down because people coming into the probably don't shouldn't even be there. Or they're sleeping in the game. Like, come on,
Yeah,
really? Why are you there? You know what? It's a whole nother soap opera. We ain't gonna get on top
they.
of it.
I mean,
But
they take basketball very seriously up there. So let's just say that. So, but
yeah, but this is. I mean, this been a good game so far. The finals been a good series. Uh, although they jump, Knicks jump out on a 2-0 lead, but Stania that we ain't going down without a fight. Women been hot, but you know, women been talking trash. I'm in
yeah,
your
he been talking that.
head. I'm in your head. Yeah.
He been talking that stuff for sure.
Well, we're looking at the score right now. The score is like 81-59.
Still a lot of time left.
It's a lot of time left, but you know what? If the Knicks ain't hidden and the San and the scoring, I can deal. I can live with it. But it is a lot of time. 7:31 in the third quarter. You know, hey, they ain't gonna make it heavy turnovers like that.
I know that's right. So we gonna see if
But you know, Wimby is the guy to keep your eyes on in this series. He come from France. I mean, he got a little swag that he trying to throw into the game. I don't know. He been around us brothers too long. You know, the true
yeah.
brothers of the game. And he got a little cocky there. But hey, I like Wimby.
Yeah, we gonna see how it turns out. They gotta stay poised for sure, but we'll
They
see.
do. They got to keep their head down. They got to keep their head down. Wimby need to get some meat on those two pits he got. But hey,
I know, right?
mm,
But we'll see how it goes.
hey, but no, I'm really liking this San Antonio team, especially like Stefan Castle. You know, just to get a little
From
history on him.
GA, GA, he from the GA.
He's from Georgia. He's actually he graduated from Newton High School, and I used to watch his games. So you know, good student athlete. Uh, Attitude wise, he wasn't good, but good student athletes as far as playing a game. Very athletic. That boy can really ball. So I'm glad to see that he made something out of himself and his career, and he's doing what he needs to do to try to help his team win. But they're not gonna win when they keep turn over the
They keep
ball.
taking
So
nothing but threes. Like I understand that's what got you there, but like you gotta go to the hole at some point. Knicks are on a 10-0 run right now.
hey, but it's all good. It's all good. It's still like you said, a lot of time left in the game, a lot of points on the board, a lot of points to gain, a lot of points to give. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
we
Well,
will
good
see.
people. It has been real. Some of us got to go to work in the morning. That we got to get on this
Maybe next
drive.
time Sanaya will have a little bit more energy. I'm
We
gonna
got to
get
get on. We got to get on this road. We got to have this drive while other people just sit back and just sit in their chair acting like uh they been waited on hand and foot. I guess that's what I would say.
up.
'Cause- But Niji, take us home. Close us out.
Well, we got a lot more coming, so be staying tuned for upcoming Falcons events, upcoming FIFA, basketball, all things you know it. We gonna be covering it here. Two sides of the coin. Stanaya, Mike D will be back soon. Nie G, we'll be seeing you. Deuces.
Peace out, dudes. A town down.